Hello, America, and welcome back to Travel Secrets with TV's Dave Galvin. I'm TV's Dave Galvin, and this is the show where we pull back the curtain on the world of travel and expose all those little things nobody tells you about, usually until it's too late to get a refund. Today's episode is one that I love because it clears up so many misunderstandings. How much does a cruise really cost? The truth behind the bill. Now, spoiler alert, the price you saw on the cruise ad, yeah, that's just an appetizer. We're serving the whole buffet today, so let's dive right in. Okay, the base fare lie. Let's get started with the big shocker. That low price everyone gets excited about is rarely the final cost. Cruise lines advertise the base fare, which generally includes your cabin, basic meals, entertainment, port stops, and that's it. Here's what it does not include. Taxes and port fees. These can add $100 to $350 per person, depending on itinerary. You didn't think docking at a floating hotel was free, did you? Gratuities. Most cruise lines are going to charge you about $16 to $20 per person per day. On a 7-night cruise, that's $112 or $112 to $140 per person. And people love to skip this part when budgeting. Then act surprised at checkout when it magically appears. Onboard experiences. Some are included, but many aren't. So right off the bat, that $500 cruise is actually closer to $850 to $1,200 per person, and you haven't even had a soda yet. So everything that costs extra. This is where the cruise line makes their money. I'm breaking down these big categories. Soda drinks. Okay, a soda package can be around starting at $16 per day. A basic alcohol package could cost you $60 to $90 per day. You want that top shelf package? Let's just say if you need this, you're not asking about the price. For a couple, the drinks package alone can be $800 to $1,200 a week. And no, you can't sneak on a suitcase full of margaritas. They will confiscate it and you'll feel like a teenager caught sneaking liquor for prom. Now, specialty dining. This is option, but it can be tempting. Steakhouses can be $45 to $70 per couple. Sushi restaurants, $25 to $50. Tasting menus, $75 to $150. Is it worth it? Most of the time, yes. The worst food I've ever had on a cruise was on the Carnival Dream, but their steakhouse was delicious. And granted, it was not included. Believe me, I wish it was. So Wi-Fi. Cruise ships' Wi-Fi costs roughly $20 to $30 per day for basic email, and then $25 to $40 per day for streaming. And even then, it sometimes loads slower than a sloth doing yoga, depending where you are on the ship, and of course, depending what time of day it is. If everybody's online, it's going to slow everything down. My wife and I always get just one kind of basic internet package, mostly so we can stay in touch with the kids and make sure they're okay while we're out at sea having fun. We're kind of a-holes that way. Let's talk about shore excursions, because this is where you're going to blow most of your budget. $60 city tour, $120 ATV ride, $150 to swim with dolphins, $300 per person for a helicopter tour. $1,000 private yacht day. Ask me how many couples say YOLO and swipe the card. It's a thing. For a family of 4, yeah, you can do the math, and it does hurt. And then there's the sneaky costs nobody mentions. These aren't hidden, but people don't think about them. The pre-cruise hotel. Most travelers, myself included, we fly in the night before, which you should do. That way, if your flight gets delayed, you don't miss your ship. Now, unless you enjoy sprinting through airports like you're at a bad reality show, seriously, I've seen it happen. But those hotel fees, I always just stay in a no-tell motel as cheaply as possible because I want to spend most of my time in the actual ship having fun. But the hotel can cost you anywhere between $100 to $250. Dinner that night is $40 to $80 per person easily. An airport transfer and Uber is $20 to $100. Travel insurance, should you buy it? Absolutely, unless you're super confident nothing bad will ever happen to you. That's $80 to $200 depending on the coverage. But listen, if you leave the country, Your health insurance isn't going to cover you if something happens to you. You get hit by a bus, you break your ankle, you turn wrong and you sprain something. You need to see a doctor. That's coming out of your own pocket. At least this way, with the travel insurance, you get reimbursed. Onboard photos. My wife always is like, let's do onboard photos, and then we never buy anything because it's like $30 a picture. Seriously, the spa and the salon, a massage will cost you $150 on up. Basic manicure, close to $100. A blowout, the same. Especially spa prices with ocean views and guilt-free upselling. The casino, no explanation needed. Just know that I'll just pay $20 is the biggest lie ever told in a casino. Now, also understand with cruise ships, it's dangerous because you can actually charge it to your room. And whoever you're traveling with can charge it to your room on your card as well. What you actually should budget for. Let's put this all together so you know what you're actually in for. A 7-night Caribbean cruise for 2. Base fare is about $1,000 to $2,000, depending on the ship and cabin type, how long you're out, etc. Taxes and fees, $300 to $600. Gratuities are going to be $224 to $280. Drinks or a drink package, all depends, $350 to $1,200. Excursions, $200 to $600 easily. Or $1,000 to $2,500 if you're doing the big stuff. The Wi-Fi is $150 to $250. Specialty dining will cost you $100 to $300. I usually do just one good meal with my wife, just because we enjoy it. Pre-cruise hotel plus transfers is $200 easily. So your total realistic cost can be up to about $7,000, depending on how you travel, how much you drink, and whether or not you're the person who buys every photo the ship photographer takes. Now, how to actually save money. Let's outsmart some people here. Book off-peak. January, early February, May, some fall sailings cost hundreds less. Avoid the drink package unless you know you're going to use it. I don't drink. I stopped buying the drinks package. If my wife wants to drink, she can buy her own drinks. You need to average 5 to 7 drinks per day just to break even. Book excursions privately. That is recommended by some people. I don't always recommend it. It depends on the excursion. Wait for Wi-Fi deals. Some lines offer discounts midway through the cruise. Stick to what's included. The main dining room is solid. The buffet can be dangerous but free. The shows are free. The sunsets are free. And of course, use a travel advisor. A very good one can get you some onboard credit, lower fares, room upgrades, price drops monitored, all the annoying pieces handled. You might even save more than you spend. With that said, we know the best time of year to actually purchase the cruise. But in conclusion, cruises are amazing. They're one of the best vacations out there. And the truth is, you need to budget smarter than the brochures want you to. If you plan right, you can sail like a pro, enjoy the ship, skip the overpriced crap, and have the kind of vacation people assume you're too wealthy to afford. If you want help planning your next cruise or want someone to explain the difference between included and not included without rolling their eyes, give me a call, 503-933-4759. Thanks for listening. This is Dave signing off, reminding you to pack sunscreen, patience, and maybe just one credit card with a low limit. We'll see you next week.